Hello and welcome to our family of PoE message boards. These are indoor message boards, and we have three boards in this family. We have our single line message board, the smallest of the family. We have our large message board, which can play single and double line messages and display time in that format. Then we have our multifunction message board. The multifunction message board can play audio, has a built-in speaker, so it can play live announcements, recorded announcements, and it can also be scheduled to play a variety of tones at a scheduled time. It also displays time and text and has a built-in strobe light. All three of these boards work on the same software. The software is housed in our communication server module, small little module, sits on your network, and you will communicate via browser, any browser, Chrome, Safari, Firefox, and you will communicate with the communication module and control all your message boards. The communication server module comes with the message board and controls the message board. Once we put the IP address of the communication module in, we will come into a web page. Very simple. On that web page, you'll see at home, welcome to the control panel. Just shows you what software version you're running, the time zone that the server's on, and the IP addresses. Then you'll go into an account. The account is where you set up your different users. The user that has full control is the admin user, has full control to do anything they want with the system. Now you will be able to set up whoever you want to be able to have access to the system, and you will give them permissions based on their responsibilities in using the system. Next, you'll see message board. Under message board, there's really a single or a group. So if we look at the single, we can see the three message boards I have here. The multifunction, the single board, and the double board or the large board are all listed here on the left under device list. On the right is the status, the clock, the board, and the settings of each particular board. Now, if we come to the messages and we want to look at a group, we hit group, and let's just say we have Mark's team. Maybe he's in R&D or in a certain area of the facility, and we want just his boards to receive a message. So I put that in there as an example, or we just want all boards, and then we're going to select all boards. But let's go back to the single, and I just want to show you a couple things. So here is the multifunction board. Now, when I look at the clock, I can display the clock in a number of different ways. Really 16 different ways that time can be displayed. So I can display it and change it. You could change it per board, okay? Whatever makes sense for your organization or a certain department wants the time and date displayed in a different format. You have 16 different output formats to choose from. The board itself, you just click on it, and then if you want to send a message, maybe happy birthday to somebody in the department, you send happy birthday, and maybe that is Judy, the head engineer, and you want to keep you want to make them both red, and you want it to have a scrolling speed, and you also want to put a strobe light. You submit that, and now that's displayed on the board, and you can clear that out. You're also able to play choice messages. These are pre-recorded messages. So if you, let's say lockdown is part of your emergency communications. Here you would put in what you want to be displayed as the text. You want the strobe light to go off and the audio for the multifunction. For the large board and the single board, it would be text, different color of the text, and what you want to display. If it was lockdown, it would display lockdown. Speakers, we look at that tab. In here is where we load our files. I have a couple songs loaded right now. I also have two lockdown audio files played here. So different ones that I recorded on an MP3 recorder. It's a free app on a smartphone, and then I uploaded it. If I wanted to play one of the tones, I don't want to play one right now, but I could select to play one. All right, I could play to an individual speaker. I could play to multiple speakers, multiple boards, and you see that down here. You will assign an extension for each one of your boards. It's just like a telephone system where you're providing an extension for that speaker. You can also have an all call. In this case, my all call is 1100. So when I play a tone over 1100, it's going to play on all my speakers. Right here is the scheduler. If I want to add a schedule, I can go in here. I can name the schedule. Please name your new group. All right, and I'm just going to name it. And then I'm going to schedule what I want to be played. Maybe it's just a bell tone. Maybe it is a bell tone and then music. Maybe the school's fight song or somebody's speech or whatever. And then I can also pick the group I want it to play to. I just want it to play to Mark's engineering area, to Judy's finance department, or, you know, in a school environment, I just want it to play at the high school level. And that's how you set up that. Very simple to use, software very friendly, accurate and reliable time, synchronized time, so the time displayed on all the devices is the exact same time all the time. Please, to get a quote or to talk to somebody to get a little more information to see if this product is perfect for your situation, give us a call at 888-559-5565 or visit us at www.innovationwireless.com.